Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. I'm having a very good day today because I am super excited for filming this video, and you all will see why. So a couple weeks ago, my friend Steph and I were talking on the phone. My friend Steph, she also has a gardening YouTube channel. She is based out of Massachusetts, all the way across the country from me in Zone 6B. Her and I have been friends and talking since the very beginning of my YouTube channel. We talk on Instagram together, and she just feels like a gardening friend, a long distance gardening friend. So we were talking on the phone, and you know, of course, when it's a long distance gardening friend, it's not like you can garden together or go to the plant store together. So we were talking about something fun that we could do with each other, and we came up with the idea of surprising each other with a plant. So we were discussing how difficult it is to kind of expand your horizons in your garden. We all kind of get stuck in the same mode, you know, and buying the same plants and recommending the same plants. And it really takes some effort to push yourself and to try something new that you've never tried before. So that's what we wanted to do today. So Steph picked a plant that she loves in her Massachusetts Zone 6B garden and ordered it and sent it all the way over to my home in Northern California. I picked a plant that I love in my Zone 9B garden, ordered it and sent it all the way over to hers. So this is a collab video. After you guys are done watching this video, please check out Steph's channel so that you can see what I picked for her to go in her garden. I'm really excited about it. I think she's going to like it. So I have the plant that Steph ordered for me. It came in the mail yesterday. I did open it and peeked inside just to make sure that the plant arrived safely, and it absolutely did. And yes, that peek, I kind of have an idea of what she got me, and I'm very, very excited. So we each filmed a little clip explaining what we picked out for each other and why we picked it out for each other. So I'm gonna put Steph on right now. I haven't seen this clip yet, so let's all watch it right now.
Hi Janie. A couple of weeks ago we were talking and we discussed doing a plant swap. I would send you something that you could try growing in your garden, and you would send me something to grow in my garden. And you recently did a garden tour where you showed some interest in some of the homeowners' Japanese maples. And I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to send you a Japanese maple. As you know, I also have a collection of Japanese maples. And so I selected a maple for your garden called Aureum. It is a beautiful chartreuse green Japanese maple that has a full moon style leaf. The full moon Japanese maples differ from the traditional maples in the style of the foliage. The traditional Japanese maple has a leaf that's a bit more pointy and serrated, where the full moon Japanese maples have more of a circular leaf with a little bit of serration and pointiness at the tips. But it is a beautiful variety that I think would look great in your garden. So my thought behind picking this tree was, first, I wanted to find one that would be appropriate for your zone. And the Aureum is hardy in zones 5 through 9. You are at the end of that zone range at a 9B in Northern California. But I do think that if you plant this tree in an area of your garden that gets filtered morning sun and afternoon shade, and it gets adequate water, it will do beautifully for you. It's a great tree to light up a spot in the garden. It's gorgeous. So I'm so excited to send you this tree and to watch you grow it.
Thank you so much, Steph. I am so excited. That is the perfect choice for me because I've always been a little intimidated to try Japanese maples in my Zone 9B garden. It's possible. There's a lot of people around here in my town that have Japanese maples, and they're beautiful. And I did do my moon garden tour. I did a tour of my friend Megan's garden, and she was talking about her Japanese maple collection. She lives in the same climate that I do, and I was completely inspired. And of course, your Japanese maple collection that I know George loves as well. So for those of you who don't know, George is Steph's husband. So let's get going with the unboxing. This is the box that it was sent in, and she ordered it from Whitman Farms in Oregon. So very exciting about that. It looks really, really good. This whole plant, I don't think I've ever seen a full moon Japanese maple. I think that's what she called it. Let's see if we can focus on here. Look at how pretty that is. I'm so excited. So I was thinking where I could plant a Japanese maple in my garden. And I'm a little bit nervous about Japanese maples, of course, just because it's very new for me. So one of the things a lot of people do around here is they actually plant Japanese maples in pots, keep it in kind of a patio area, covered area, and then I feel like I can move it around until I get pretty comfortable with this plant, because I want this plant to survive and thrive in my garden. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pot it up or plant it in a pot and put it on my patio. So thank you so much, Steph. Let's get started with the planting. So I think what I want to do is put the Japanese maple in a pot right here. This is a corner. There's nothing going on right here. It does get a little bit of morning sun, but you can see if I put it pretty close to the house right there, it's going to be pretty protected. And then the only sun it's going to get is this dappled shade through my pergola and the sunshade up there. So I think it's going to be a really good spot. I think that that's why I feel more comfortable with putting a Japanese maple in a pot, because I can move it if I need to. And you can see my cords right here. This cord is for my patio lights, and then this cord is for my fountain right there. So it might be nice to kind of start putting some pots right here to cover that up. So I know I do have a pot in my shed on the side yard. So let's go in there and see if we can find it. All right, I've got the pot. I filled it with some potting mix, just regular potting mix. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to get it started off right. So I was searching around in my garage and I found this tree and shrub fertilizer. I think this will be perfect for Japanese maples. And I was looking in the back and it said, for new plantings, outdoor containers, add 1 to 2 cups per cubic foot. And this pot is filled with about 1 cubic foot of soil. So I think I'll put about 1 cup of the fertilizer in the pot, mix it all in, and then plant my Japanese maple in here. Looks good. I love it so much. I love it right here. I love it in this pot. I love it with this moss that I put on top of here. I love, this is my first in my collection of Japanese maples. I'm so excited. Steph, you did such a good job. I was admiring the leaves on this aureum. They are so beautiful and so interesting. And I really do think it's gonna do well here. Again, I have it in this pot so that if it doesn't do well, I can always move it. And I even put the drip, I didn't even put the drip in the hole in the bottom. I put it up and over so it's easy for me to move. So you guys can see how nervous I am and how much I'm going to be babying this plant to make sure that it does well, since it is my first Japanese maple. So for those of you who watch my channel regularly, please head over to Hooked and Rooted, Steph's channel. I'll put the link in the description down below. For those of you coming from Steph's channel, welcome. Hello, my name is Janie. I live in Northern California, Zone 9B, and I do gardening videos 5 days a week. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I really want to encourage you, if you all have a long distance gardening friend, do something like this. It was so much fun. You're going to buy yourself that plant anyway. You might as well buy one for your friend, and then your friend can buy one for you. And it's really fun and it's really meaningful. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.